Hello, humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. I had to reshoot this. I put it up, now I have to take it down because Shannon Sharpe just quit, right? He put it on pause. They probably told him, don't make it hard on us. Don't make us fire you. We think too highly of you for you to fire you, but we can't take this heat. We can have, an old grandpa over here chasing after 20-year-old models. Guys, middle-aged men, He was trying to counsel people out there. He was the one saying, hey, I don't date women if they don't bring anything to the table. What is a 20-year-old OnlyFans model that's telling you that it's $25,000 a cheek bringing to your table? Absolutely nothing. That's what she's bringing. Nada. Right? And you're sitting here mentoring people. You BS'd everybody. Lies, lies, lies. Do this, do that, do the other, and look at you. Lost $100 million, getting sued for $50 million. Man, talk about getting screwed. Jesus Christ. We could just make a series of smart idiots, right? Guys that look really smart doing really stupid things. Stupid things. Let me tell you something, guys. Look. When there comes a time in your life when, you're going to, if you're single, right, you might have more resources, you got money to spend, you got in the world, you have fun, and you learn by making mistakes, right? You learn by, maybe I lost 1,000 here, 500 there, whatever, but you don't lose 100 million, right? Just common sense would tell you, hey, if you're in your 50s and you have children they're in their 20s and 30s, maybe you don't want to date anybody younger than your kids, right? A 15-year age gap difference, when you're in your 50s, okay. The woman's in her 40s, late 30s. That's a grown woman. She's lived the world. She's decisions. That's a complete adult. She knows what she wants. Probably somebody more serious, more mature. You can build something there. Man, but if you're, middle-aged 50s and you're looking at girls that haven't even gone to college yet, right? Girls that still can't buy alcohol. Dude, that is just nuts, sick, and completely out of bounds. Not normal for a man that is in this position, right? I mean, you could have gone to Vegas. It's probably cheaper than $25,000 a cheek, I'm pretty sure. At least when I was a younger man, I don't know how inflation has hit Vegas. I don't know how OnlyFans has devastated the Vegas scene, but, back in the day, that's where old men used to go, right? But, you could say, this guy went to he went to the club. He was at the strip joint. Something happened there. But not this. This is just nuts. It can't be a setup when you're the older one, when you're the mature one, right? You should have known. How did you not know? A woman that spends all day on Instagram is always on her phone. You didn't think she was going to put anything out? You think she was going to keep this a secret when she's already asking you for money? It's just sad. It really is sad that this guy at this age doesn't have anybody to talk to. Like, hey, I'm thinking of doing this. Hey, whoa, buddy. Like, hang on a second. Why don't you start meeting somebody within your own circle? You're a millionaire now. Act your wage. Act your age and your wage. You got a lot to lose. You got family. You got $100 million contract that is generational wealth. Right? This is going to affect the whole of your family. But no, you can't do that. Right? Everything that he recommended, everything that he represented. And let me tell you, those of us who've been following this man, who are sports fans, who, to listen to Sunday football, to listen to sports radio, man, it's just so disappointing. Disappointing, especially because, this guy had issues in the past. and CBS. So that didn't work out over there. So supposedly, he's rebranding. He turns a new leaf. We watched them grow with Skip. That broke up. Starts his own brand. Starts building. Great success. Even interviewed Kamala Harris. She wouldn't go on with anybody else, but she went on with him. You have to protect that. You have to put people around you to help you build things. There's people, when you start reaching certain goals in life, that if they don't want to go there with you, you got to leave them alone, right? Because they're not in your best interest. And it's normal for them to be wanting to hang on to you, but it's not normal for you to be chasing them against your own best interest. This guy lied about what he would do. He lied about, the way a man should conduct himself at that point in life. He lied about the moves he was making, and all this other stuff. All this my grandma used to say, my grandpa used to say, church, all this stuff. Where's that at now? Nowhere, because as soon as the camera turns off, where's he going? Hey, what's up, girl? Straight to the OnlyFans models. Bunny hopping. Snow bunny hopping. And what did it get you? And what is he doing now? The same thing all these genius guys do whenever they fumble the bag, whenever they do stupid stuff. It's everybody else's fault. It's a setup. The lawyer is targeting black men. It wasn't my fault. This and that. It's a shakedown. Like, what? What are you talking about? It's a shakedown. What mystery is it? What do you think this woman was going to do? Did you actually think this was not going to happen? After she learned that you were going to get a $100 million contract and there's 30 plus years difference? You tell me, who's amazed? Either this guy is completely stupid or completely naive or just completely sick in the head. I don't know which. I really don't know which. But whatever's going on, it's bad enough for you to fumble $100 million, to lose a job at ESPN, right? Because even though he's stepping away, that conversation was, you got to leave on your own, or we're going to make you leave. Let's see if this cools off. If it cools off, then you can come back for football. They're not going to put up with this crap. Nobody is. Nobody's going to view you the same way again. Listening to the stuff that's on tape. Reading those texts. Even if it was a setup, it doesn't matter. That's a 20-year-old girl, and you're almost a grandfather. You're almost 60, dude. Oh, man. Somebody's got to tell them to wake up and smell the coffee. You can't talk your way out of this, dude. Just shut it down. Shut all the channels down and live your best life the rest of your life. Because at least for a while, give it 5 years or something. Maybe you could return, but nobody's believing your BS.